Welcome back to another Mind Escapes. I'm glad you joined me today, because today I need your help. I fear that I have gotten lost in a desert, hot sand on my feet, and the hot sun on my face, and I cannot find water. Did you bring water? That's too bad. Well, I'm glad you're here now, because now we can walk through the desert together and try to find some water. Have you ever been in a desert before? I never have. And quite honestly, I'm not entirely sure how I got here. But that does not matter. What matters now is that we find some water. This hot, yellow sand, mountains and mountains of it, in every direction you look. And the solid blue sky, with the hot sun beating over our heads. The heat is exhausting, and walking for hours and hours through this heat makes me so tired. So tired, I wish I could just sit down and relax. But if I sit down in this hot sun, on the hot sand, then I might not wake up. So I need to find some shade and some water. Walk with me through the desert, through all the sand hot on your feet. Can you feel the heat in your feet? Even if you're wearing shoes, the heat is so hot that you can feel it through your shoes. And can you feel the heat from the sun? That big hot sun up in the sky, shining down on your face, your arms, and your back. Such a hot sun. Every step that I take is so tiring. I wish I could just find shade and water. Let us walking through the desert. Nobody else is around. Nobody else for miles and miles. If if I wasn't so thirsty, this would actually be a very wonderful and peaceful place to go to. It's quiet, it's relaxing, and it's definitely a beautiful and different landscape to look at. But right now, I cannot focus on being relaxed. I must find some water. Let us walk up the sand dune, up in the heat, the hot sun and the hot sand, up and over the sand dune, down the other side. I cannot see anything for miles. Do you see anything? And let us walk up another sand dune. When we get to the top of the sand dune, let's look around and see if we can see anything. Some shade, plants, water, walking all the way up to the very top of the sand dune. So hot, so tired, and so thirsty. I just can't help but to keep trying to swallow. What's that? Do you see that down there, right at the bottom of the sand dune? It looks like a little pond. And a tree for shade and water. Oh, could it really be? Let's run down the side of the sand dune and check it out quickly. I'm so thirsty. All the way down. But wait. The closer we get to it, it's disappearing. Oh, it's disappearing. Where did it go? The water looked so refreshing, and the shade looked so cool. It must have been a mirage. Let us walk to the top of another sand dune. All the way up in this heat. This exhausting heat. Looking around once we're at the very top. And look, another one. Another pond with a tree. This one is a little bit further away than the last. Maybe this one's real. Let's run down the sand dune and check it out. Running down the sand dune, sand kicking up behind us. All the way down to the very bottom. And this one, this time it doesn't look like it's disappearing. Let's quickly run up to it. Oh, I can almost taste the water, making my throat so dry. swallowing. So thirsty. Cool water sounds so good. Yes, we're even closer and it still has not disappeared. In the shade from that tree, we can sit under the shade and take a rest. We're just about there. I'm gonna get down on my hands and knees and put my hands in the water. Oh, but the water is hot. And as I scoop it up with my hands, it just turns to sand. Again. It was a mirage. Not another one. How are we ever gonna get out of this desert? Watch out beside you. On your left, a scorpion. Quickly move away. We definitely don't want to get stung by a scorpion. That would not be good. Stuck out here in the desert. Maybe we can find a cactus and drink the juice from the cactus. I think I read somewhere once that that was good for you. But I don't see any cactuses anywhere, do you? What I would do for a tall glass of water and a cool, comfortable bed to lay down and relax on. The sand seems as comfortable as a bed, but it's just too hot. Just too hot. I feel like I just can't go anymore. I'm so tired. I'm so thirsty. I just want to sit down. Just for a moment. And catch my breath. The sand is so hot, but it feels so good to be off my feet. I feel as if I've been walking out here for hours, yet the sun is still high overhead. I would imagine that it would be going down now, but it's not. Okay, let's try one more sand dune. We'll walk all the way to the top, but I'm gonna need help. I just don't have the energy to make it all the way up there. I'll need to take it just one step at a time. Will you help me count my steps? When I reach 20, I'll be at the top. 1, 2, 12, 13, we're almost there, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, almost to the very top, 19, 20. I must sit down again. My legs and my feet are just so tired. Do you see anything? Stand as tall as you can on the very top of the sand dune and tell me if you can see water. I think, what is that? I think I hear the sound of waves, but it must just me having a hallucination again. What? You hear it too? Do you see water on the horizon? Let me look. Help me stand back up. Could it be? Is that the coastline? Are we that close to the water? Just 2 sand dunes over, and I see beautiful palm trees and cool ocean water. We must go. Quickly towards the water. I'm sure there's a fresh spring there as well. We'll find one. Over the sand dunes, down the sand dunes, up the sand dunes, and down finally to the beach. Already the temperature is cooler. And I'm just gonna run and jump into the water. So refreshing. Can you feel that soft, cool water in your body, bringing your entire body temperature down, back to normal? So refreshing. And wait, this is not ocean water. This is a lake. And this is fresh water. We can drink this water. Oh, I feel like I could drink this entire lake. I'm so thirsty. Drink up. Drink that cool water. Feel the cold water running down the back of your throat. Feels so good. It tastes so good. I'm so glad that we found water and these palm trees for shade. Now I can finally relax. Relax in this water and fall asleep in the shade. Thank you. Thank you for helping me find my way out of the desert. I don't know what I would have done without you. I'm so glad you came on this adventure with me. you again. Next time, I'll make sure to bring a bottle